Hey guys, it's the Family Unplugged with Jazz, and I have a guest,
Khalif,
Khalif, and sometimes Bobby. Okay,
when he feels like it.
when he feels like it. So, today I just want to read over some stories, right?
Okay.
And with these stories, they're coming from Reddit,
Okay.
and you are going to give me your opinion on them.
I'll try.
Okay, so we're going to start with a little exercise where I am going to read the title,
hmm
and then you tell me if by the title you think they are an asshole or not.
All right. I should be good at that. I have experience with that.
You're experienced
Yes,
asshole.
I'm well versed in telling somebody the deciding of people as assholes.
Assholes or
Yeah,
not.
I have about
Okay.
7 years experience.
Okay, I thought you was like experienced in being an asshole.
No, detecting an asshole. I got about 7 years worth of experience.
Okay, no problem.
It started,
that'll
it started
work out.
in February.
This will work out for
Late
you.
February 2018. Yeah.
I've been putting pain since 1990.
Yo, bro, that's crazy.
Okay.
You hold nothing sacred, do you? Nobody's off limits?
Nobody's off limits. Everybody gets the shots. Here in the Family Unplugged, we unplug it.
Nobody's safe.
Nobody's safe. Okay. So let's start with our first story.
Mm-hmm.
This is coming from the subreddit, Am I the Asshole?
Yes,
half of the time. You are the other half. Anyways.
This is not a 50-50 thing, all right? It's not a give and take thing. This is a one-sided type of situation. I'm the angel and you are the...
No, I like to disagree with that. But anyways, let's get into the story.
Everybody has an opinion. Go ahead.
So, am I the asshole for being mad at my ex-stepdad didn't set up my room in my new house the way I wanted?
All right. In my opinion, yes, you are the asshole. And the thing about it has a lot of factors that play into this. Like,
right.
One is, how old are you? Right? Like, if you're like 30 years old, bro, come on.
Yeah,
you're an adult. You're way past the age of that. Number two is, what type of relationship does you and your stepfather have?
Right.
Like, and if you said ex stepfather, so him and your mother are not even together no more. So yeah, I would say you're the asshole.
Okay. And how long your stepfather been in your life?
Yeah.
You know, there are different factors.
And if you and him still have a relationship where he's been your father or father figure and for a long time, especially when you was little, I guess like the closeness of the relationship comes into play with that. You know what I mean? Because like, boom, just like for example, you, like I said, your stepfather's been in your life, father or father figure for you since like day one or when you was very little. Then he plays the father role. So maybe he should do it even.
But what if his leg is broken?
That's different. I guess the point that I was making is like, your relationship with him has nothing to do with the mother if you're that close. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of things, for me to really give an opinion on whether you're the asshole or not, I have to know a little bit more information. But just going by what I have, yes, you're an asshole.
Okay. Yeah, because he probably sick or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get right into the story. This is my first post. Please be nice.
We'll try.
I, 19 male. He's
a guy.
Male.
Okay.
Yeah. Was talking to my coworker, 26 female, about how my ex-stepdad, my brother's dad, was supposed to help me move in on Friday. He offered because I was living with him. But when I called to ask him if he was ready, and he was confused on what I was meaning, and he didn't know we would be doing it so early in the day. It was a little before noon, but he was told a week before when and what day. He had to go to one of his younger kids' school to have a birthday lunch with her, which was fine. I said we could do it after. But his now girlfriend, not my mom, said I was trying to ruin her daughter's birthday and I was an asshole and must have planned it. So he hung up, called me back, and asked if he could do it Saturday. Hold on. So he was talking to his dad, his stepdad,
ex-stepdad.
Right, and the now girlfriend jumped in.
See, he should have checked
because it sounds like because then he hung up and then called him back and asked if he could do it Saturday.
We don't know what was said. We don't know if when he hung up he checked her. And maybe
but it's just the fact that she stepped in. Like,
she should have never stepped in,
ma'am.
She should have enough respect for the father to not step in. If anything, like, babe, let me talk to you for a minute. Blah, blah, blah,
exactly. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, but I had to stay at a family friend's house to watch their dog, and so I said that was fine, and I would send him a picture of how I wanted it since I couldn't be there to help him do it myself. Well, he had to go there through it. He had to go there through it in my room. Not all. What? Okay, this sentence is a little funny. Okay. Well, he had got there. That's what he meant. He had got there through it in my room, not at all how I sent him, and my roommate's family had to do it because they felt bad.
All right.
So he got there and he did his room, but not at all how he sent it. Like, he sent him a picture of how he wanted it, and his roommate's family had to do it because they felt bad. Wow, his writing is crazy,
bro. The school system in this country.
All right, I was upset more because they had to do it, and I didn't say anything about it to him, and still thank him for doing it. But my coworker said I was an asshole for trying to make him set up my whole house. I was being entitled. I felt like considering I had it all planned for him, but he forgot about inconveniencing me, and then I couldn't be there. I was in my rights to be frustrated with him. So am I the asshole?
How did he know somebody else did it?
His roommate did it. All right, he is the asshole because, first of all, you're 19. You're moving into your own apartment, right?
Yeah.
So he already moved his stuff into his own apartment.
Because he used to live with him.
Right, exactly. He came from his house. He came from his house.
Okay.
So you're 19.
Yes.
And you move all your stuff into your own apartment.
You're unk stage at this point.
yeah, unk.
Your unk status.
Status. Yeah. Vanna's an unk status. Yeah, she about to be 19. She's not 19
yet.
She about to be 19, so she auntie. Anyways, so let's not talk about her because she's not here. But you move into your own place, and you're mad at him because you wanted him to set up all your stuff, and he didn't do it right.
Bro, why couldn't you do it yourself?
You're 19. Whoever do that? Like,
you're a grown man.
What?
You're a grown man.
Let my children think that they can ask me to do their whole house while they're not there. They're just moving into their own place. Yeah. Why wouldn't you want to do it yourself?
Entitlement?
Yeah, so exactly how
maybe the stepfather has been, what's the word I'm looking for when you
he
do
babied him.
Yeah, babied him. But there's a better word. He coddled him.
Yeah, he coddled him. Yeah. Yes.
All for the majority of his life, or how long he's known him, and he's accustomed to the stepfather. The ex stepfather doing things for him.
Exactly.
You know? And the fact that I would say he's probably a good guy. The fact that he's still doing things.
He is a really good guy.
Even though him and the mother are not together, he's still doing things.
So I wouldn't call him an ex stepfather. Yeah. He's just trying to be funny by saying that.
Yeah, he's trying to be funny.
Because like, once you're my stepfather, you're my stepfather for life. If that's the bond that we have.
All right, I'm gonna throw something in there, right? Right. If you are a stepfather, right, and you're a good stepfather, while you and the mother are together, right? And then you become distant, you're no longer a stepfather anymore. Like if you're still not.
Well, yeah, you guys are not you guys don't have that type of relationship, but it seemed like they do because he's able to call him. First of all, they was living together.
Why he didn't call his father?
He's able to call him.
Why he didn't call his biological father? Since that's his ex stepfather.
Okay, so maybe his father died. I don't know.
I'm just saying. What I'm saying is that this guy seems like he's played the father role.
Yeah,
and I think he deserves some type of respect.
He seems like a good father.
Dad, that's for you.
Yep, exactly. So there's an edit,
Okay.
which is like an update edit type of thing. I feel like people are coming at me because I started a fight with him or something, but like the old post, I thank him for doing it and offered gas, which he said no to.
Wow.
Oh my God. I thanked him and I offered him gas. Like, I was being grateful, but he still didn't do it the way I wanted it. Like,
I need snaps on the petrol. You know? I need my gas money.
That's how I'm feeling.
And I need premium gas.
I need premium gas.
No one I use regularly.
I need you to pay me for all of this because this is a service.
Bro, I don't see why he couldn't do it himself.
I didn't argue with him about it, but I feel like I should still be able to be upset that he didn't do it when he said he would and told my roommate and her family he knew how I wanted it, but didn't care to do it. He did do it. He just didn't do it the way you wanted it and said I wouldn't mind and left. Obviously, I do mind, and he didn't put the pictures or things small things like that up for me.
You should do it yourself.
He just had to put a bed and my desk in there, and that was it. I was unable to be there because he had forgot to plan accordingly, which lapsed into my plans.
Bro,
I had to watch a house which has been set in stone for months in advance. Thank you for your comments.
You could have slept on the floor until you and him both could match dates. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
this is something.
I mean, if it's that serious,
you want, if it's that serious, it has to be done.
But you can't set up your own bed.
Exactly. Maybe he couldn't. Maybe
he couldn't. But you have a roommate.
Yes.
Your roommate couldn't help you.
You could have slept with your mattress and box spring on the floor until you was ready. You and your stepfather, your ex stepfather, right? Could match dates. You know?
Exactly. Well, what do you think Reddit deemed the OP?
That he's an asshole.
Yes. He is an asshole.
He's an asshole. Used to be a song called that. Call him an asshole. I'm an asshole. That's dedicated to him.
Dedicated to him.
I forgot the guy's name.
All right. So we got through that story. How do you like it so far?
Good. I like it.
Cool.
This is my first time.
Yes. All right. So we have another story.
Okay.
Also from subreddit.
You're an asshole. No, I'm sorry.
Subreddit, am I the asshole? So I'm going to read the title again, and then you're going to let me know if you think OP is the asshole or not. Am I the asshole for refusing to attend my sister's no kids family gathering because I'm the only one with children? What do you feel about that?
No, you're not an asshole.
Okay.
She's
Why?
Not. The reason I say that is because I think her sister's an asshole. Why? Who has a wedding with no kids?
I want a wedding with no kids.
Because you're an asshole. But anyway.
I mean, that's already been established.
Yeah. I'm just saying, bro. I mean, kids play roles at weddings. You know, some kids, what do they call them? The ring bearer, the bearer, or whatever the case may be. Kids do be at weddings. The fact that her sister planned a wedding so her niece or nephew can't be there to share on this special day with her, that's a bit of an asshole. And the fact that you knew your sister may or may not have a babysitter or not, because your mother's going to be there, right? Your mother's probably the babysitter. Family's going to be there. Your father's going to be, So you kind of leave her in a situation where she can't go.
She's not going to be able to go.
Like, I think she is a perfect angel. She could have
said, no kids except for my sisters.
Yeah.
Because their mother is the sitter, like.
And then that would have been okay because at the end of the day, it's your special day.
Depending on how old the kids are, she could have just been like, let me pay for a sitter for that day.
I mean, what would a kid really do with the mess of a wedding? What do you think?
Run around. I don't like people kids. But my nieces and my nephew is my world, so that's different. I would want them there.
Would you have barred your nephew from the wedding?
No, I would not.
Even when he was smaller?
No.
Exactly. Who does that?
And he was bad.
I've heard stories.
He was bad. He would have been in the wedding cake eating before anybody else.
the best part of the wedding.
Yeah, well, he would have enjoyed that. I come from a long line of assholes.
I see that.
They're born like this.
What are you like fifth generation asshole?
They're fifth generation. It's in the blood. It's in the blood. All right, so let's get into it. I'm the only one in my family with kids. Mm-hmm. 2 young ones, age 4 and 6. 4?
Yeah.
Did I just say that? Okay. Ages 4 and 6.
There you go.
My siblings don't have children, and my parents are retired. Recently, my sister moved into a new house and decided she's hosting family gatherings with a new rule. No kids allowed.
That's crazy. She got no love for her niece and nephew.
Whoa.
That's so she's been doing it. It's not just her wedding.
Right.
She's been an asshole.
I wouldn't go.
She related to you?
Oh, maybe. Let me see.
Read more. Let's find out.
Read more. Let me find out. I don't know. She claims her house isn't kid-proof. What?
That's an excuse.
And wants more relaxed events.
Now, when she say kid-proof, she's just saying that because...
Oh, her kid's bad.
We don't know. At the end of the day, it's your wedding. No, but it's your wedding. You can't not have your niece and nephew at your wedding and tell your sister that she got to throw them somewhere else.
Exactly. Sorry, I had to just see if your mic was working.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. I think it's working.
Yeah. Okay. Where was I? Okay, I know. Let's see it. She framed it like she's doing everyone a favor, but let's be honest, it's just my kids. So this rule is clearly aimed at me. It's hurtful because there are family dinners and holiday get-togethers we've always celebrated together as a family. Wow. Now, suddenly, my kids aren't welcome.
Now, the other holidays, like dinners and celebrations they had as a family, was that hosted at other people's houses? Or
I don't know, but she should host it and just be like, no sisters allowed.
Yeah, I agree.
No sisters allowed. What bothers me most is how this will affect my children. It will.
Yeah.
My 6-year-old adores his extended family.
Wow, that's crazy.
And if he finds out he's being excluded, it would break his heart. It would. And they understand at that age. I'm worried he'll never get over it. How do I explain to him that he's not wanted at these family events?
I wouldn't tell him that.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell him that right now.
I wouldn't tell him that. He's too young. It's going to break his heart.
Right.
But at the same time, I would stop messing with my sister. Like,
right. And eventually you could tell him.
Yeah.
Like, well, why you don't speak to your sister? Oh, well, she never wanted you around.
I have a story. It's something somewhat similar to that. So my sister, she was getting married, and she wanted my daughter and my son in the wedding, right? And my son was probably, this is like around 2014. So I want to say my son is about 7 years old, something like that. And he was in love with mohawks, having his hair cut in mohawks at that age, right?
And so around that time,
yeah,
that was big.
Too, yeah. So she said, "Yeah, I want your daughter to be a flower girl, blah blah blah, and I want your son to be like the ring bearer or something to that effect, right?" But he was supposed to participate in the wedding. I'm like, "Wow, that's cool, right?"
Right.
So I want to say maybe a week or two later. First of all, she kind of turned me off because she sent a message or a text message stating, "Make sure you bring a present." Something.
She's demanding gifts.
Yeah, something. It was something to that matter. But that's not the icing on the cake. So my daughter and my son was supposed to be in the wedding, and then she calls me probably like a couple weeks later. She's like, I know I was telling you that I want your son to be in the wedding, blah blah blah. But yeah, I want you to cut his hair.
What?
She told me she didn't want my son having a mohawk at the wedding, and I'm like, are you serious? She's like, yeah, it's my wedding and blah blah. I don't want it like this. She said, but if he doesn't cut it, it's all right. So I'm thinking maybe she's like, okay, I would like this, but if he
Right.
doesn't cut it, it's all right.
Right.
So she goes on to say, he can just sit in the seats with you. He won't be in the wedding. And I didn't go to the wedding. And so it totally turned me off.
Yeah,
And I
I
asked
would have been
people,
too.
certain people I knew, was I the asshole? And they
Right.
said
Like you
no.
always are.
Yeah. Well, I mean, nobody's perfect. Maybe 5% of the time.
No, no. Okay.
Nobody's
Disagree,
perfect.
but okay.
Yeah.
No,
So we
he
didn't go.
wasn't
So
the
we didn't go to
asshole.
the wedding. Pretty much.
She was the
Yeah.
asshole.
We didn't go to the wedding.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that would have made me not want to go either.
Yeah.
Especially at that time, like kids are attached to their hair,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So it could create a rift between him and the rest of the family. He's sensitive, and I don't want him to grow up thinking he's not important. When she told me about her no kids rule, I said I wouldn't attend if my kids weren't invited. She accused me of overreacting. But if this becomes the norm, what happens for holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas? Am I supposed to leave my kids at home every time?
No.
What?
Your parents should understand
I
that
can't
too.
wait till your sister have kids.
Your parents should understand that too.
I can't wait till her sister have kids.
No, but what I'm saying is her parents should understand. First of all, her parents should be like, "Yo, what are you
You're
doing?
crazy.
Are you
Yeah.
bugging? That is my grandchildren. Are you
exactly.
bugging?
Exactly.
You know what? We ain't going.
You know,
You have a
I
wedding
feel like a lot of these Reddit stories, the parents always take a side.
of the asshole.
Yeah.
For the most part?
Yeah. Like the asshole, they always take a side, and it's always the asshole side. The rest of my family is siding with her.
Wow, that's
of
crazy.
course.
Cut that whole family
Telling
off.
me to just go along with it.
Feel me so.
And leave the kids at home for a few hours. My parents, who don't have grandkids from my siblings yet, think it's no big deal.
Wow.
They're even pressuring me to cut my sister some slack since she had a tough time buying her house.
Huh?
But where's the consideration for me and my kids?
Wow.
To top it off, my other siblings, who's child free, said, maybe this is good for you. You could probably use a break. Wow. Great advice from someone who never had to juggle parenting while trying to stay connected to family. Am I the asshole for refusing to attend her gathering and calling her out? I feel like I'm being forced to choose between being part of my family or being a parent. Being a parent, girl, choose being a parent, because that is crazy. And I'm not happy with the outcome of what Reddit deemed this OP.
All right, before it says you go into that, right? I want to say a couple things. First of all, throw the whole family in the trash. Yes. The whole family's garbage, bro.
No, for real.
Basura. All right? And if I could say it in Arabic, I would. Right? But
no, for real.
The whole family's garbage. Number two is she's doing the right thing. Put your kids first. Yeah. Right. And I wouldn't tell my kids nothing.
No, not until they get
I would throw the whole family in the garbage.
Age.
Obviously, you could be. They are her relatives. They are not her family.
Yeah. Exactly.
Being family goes beyond blood.
Exactly, and goes to understanding your needs also.
Yeah.
And putting your needs into perspective.
And it seems like she's like the stepchild. They got no love for her. Like she's Cinderella or something like that.
That is crazy. They're treating her like she's not the family.
I would cut the family off, throw the whole family in the garbage.
Seriously, I can't wait till her sister have kids.
You know what? Here's the thing about it. When her sister had kids, they probably praise those kids.
Yeah.
Those will be their golden grandchildren.
Yeah, but the sister's gonna understand what it is to be a parent.
Who?
The sister.
She might not understand because the grandparents might be the one raising her kids for. Anytime you got somebody raising your kids for, you don't understand how it is to be a parent. They seem to favor them, to favor her.
Yeah. So Reddit deemed no assholes here.
I disagree with Reddit.
I really disagree with Reddit.
Now, I'm sorry. When with Reddit, is there like a percentage? Like a majority and minority who decide yay or nay or anything like that?
They don't say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Percentage. At least I don't know how to find it.
Okay.
I need Vanna for it, and she's not here right now.
She'll be back.
She'll be back. But let's get into like some of the comments.
Mhm.
Um, okay, so this is a top comment. Actually, I'm going with not an asshole here, but listen to my reasoning. No asshole here, sorry. Listen to my reasoning. When no one of your extended family is even mildly against this, then there is a message here. Whether you're usually doing whether you're usually doing with your kids at family gathering isn't working for the others. Yes, kids are kids. Kids can be a little much. They're just happy to see everyone. Parenting is hard, etc. Whatever we've heard it all. Nobody liked their parenting criticized, but that doesn't mean every criticism is unfounded. If you can be honest on yourself on that, you might be able to have an open conversation with your relative about it and reach a different solution which doesn't exclude the children in principle. You're not the asshole for not leaving your kids alone on major holidays. But if it's like I feel it is, the others are not the asshole either. So basically what they're saying is maybe it's her parenting, like maybe her kids are like running wild, like they're wilding and she just don't take care of them. You know how there are parents
Yeah.
like they let their kids do
Yeah.
whatever they want.
Yeah.
They be ripping and running
Mhm.
and breaking stuff. Like
Mhm.
she just needs to be real with herself and see, you know what, let me be open and let me take in some criticism about, why do they not want my kids? What if there's a reasoning?
What if they didn't give her a reason?
Well, obviously they didn't
yeah,
because
because it
she
sounds
didn't
like they did.
state it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just straight no kids.
Yeah.
But what if they have tried to
Mhm.
tell her about her parenting and she just gets so defensive?
Bro, okay, it could be that. I just have a feeling like they just don't like her kids.
But what if they're 4 and 6? Like they could be really bad.
Mhm.
Little
Bro,
little
but all right,
Carloses.
okay,
Or
maybe the wedding, but you can't. If this is why I think that's BS, because you can't. Even I don't care how bad a kid is, you cannot bar them from Christmas and Thanksgiving and then Easter and family to get-togethers. It's one thing for a wedding. Maybe
but
once your
what if
wedding
they
be
already
perfect,
tried with her?
bro.
What if they already? I mean, this is only from her perspective.
True.
So there's always different sides of the story. So I
But
I can understand. I like to say I
I
can
feel
understand.
that what I'm the information that I'm provided with, right? I don't come to that conclusion with the information I'm provided with. You know, we can always say what if, but what we have here, right there, I don't see how she's an asshole.
Yeah, but she can just not see where she's wrong, and she's gonna write it in a way where you're gonna think that she's not the asshole.
True, but since I only got what she provided, going by that, everything else is an assumption. What if,
Yeah,
hypothetically,
of course.
but what she put there, I could say she's not the asshole.
Yeah,
You
I get
can't
it.
bar your family from Thanksgiving and Christmas. You can't.
Yeah.
If they just said the wedding, maybe okay, maybe they some badass kids. You don't want to destroy your wedding, blah blah blah. But Christmas and Thanksgiving, she probably don't want them to come to her birthday parties. Nothing.
Yeah.
Your family reunions, nothing.
Yeah, that's wild.
Road trips.
Well, that makes me think like if
bar mitzvahs.
it's not just the sister though, like it's the whole family backing the sister. So it makes me feel like there's something wrong with her and her parenting.
Some people just have families that are assholes. The whole family needs to be
I
thrown in the trash,
understand.
and it could be a situation like that too. But going by what you're saying, then yeah, she could be the type of mother who won't admit that her children are bad, or don't see it, or don't want to see it. It's a better phrase I could use, but it escapes me at the moment.
Yeah.
But given what we got here, she's not an asshole. At least that's my opinion.
That's your opinion.
Yes.
That's your opinion. Sticking with it.
True indeed.
All right. So that is all we have for today. Thank you so much for being
Thank
my
you for having me.
co-star, You guys, I really appreciate your support, Please continue to support, like, share, comment, all the good stuff, subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.